Hey guys, 42Q here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to clean any cube. This is also the second video of my quick tips series. Let's get into what you're going to need. So first you're going to need a plastic bag. You're going to need some dish soap right here. And obviously you're going to need the cube that you're going to clean. You're also going to need water, but I don't have that with me. I have it in my sink, and I'll go fill it up later. The first step of how I clean my cubes is I open up the plastic bag and I put some dish soap in the plastic bag. So what I'm going to do is pump in about 4 times. So just like 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. That should be good enough. As you can see, I have all the soap there, and it will run down and just spread out over the bag. It doesn't matter if it's on the walls of the bag, because once you put the water in there, it will mix with the water, so it doesn't matter right now. The second step is also pretty easy. What you're going to do is you want to disassemble your cube. In this video I'm going to be cleaning my Diane, just because it's really dirty and I haven't cleaned it in forever, and it's just really slow and sluggish right now. So obviously when you're cleaning a 2x2 it's a little bit harder than disassembling a 3x3. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a screwdriver, and I don't know where I put it, but once I find it I'm just going to loosen this a little bit so I can pull out this corner, and then I'm going to continue to disassemble it. But you don't want to disassemble the pieces from the core. There's no need to do that. So as you guys can see, what I'm doing right now is I'm just completely disassembling the pieces that make up the cube. As I already said before, you don't need to take apart your core, so I'm just going to leave it like this, and then you'll see what we do when we put the pieces inside the bag. That's when we'll be cleaning the core. So once again, as you can see right now, I'm just taking apart the Diane completely. I'll be cleaning the torpedoes and everything. So I'll be back once I've finished. So as you guys can see, the 2x2 is completely disassembled. I'm washing every piece of plastic except for the core parts. And then what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be cleaning this while these are soaking. So the third step is you're going to take your bag now that's while you've been disassembling it, or while I've been disassembling it, as you can see the soap has really spread out, and I'm just going to go off camera real quick, and I'm going to fill this up with warm water to about here probably. And you will get foam because you're working with soap and water, so you will get some bubbles, but that it doesn't matter, because the main reason why you need to take apart these pieces all the way is because otherwise they hold air bubbles and air pockets, and then they float. If you take them all apart, there are no air pockets, so they don't float. I'm not sure about the torpedoes. I've never washed torpedoes before, but I'm pretty sure that they're not hollow. So they should sink too. It's not that big a deal if they don't, but I'm washing everything. So I'm just going to go fill this up and I'll be back. So as you guys can see, I've filled up the bag with warm water. What I'm going to do is I put down a towel just because I don't want to get, because it's pretty obvious in my videos that I have paper. I try to make my videos look professional because I don't like the color of my desk. So I put this paper here, and I'm going to have to put new paper down because obviously it's getting dirty. But right now I don't want to get it soaked, so just in case if the bag starts leaking or anything, I put a towel down. Pretty smart idea if you're to do this. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up this bag, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting the pieces into this bag of water here. And as you guys can see in here, they're sinking down. So I'm just grabbing them in a handful. You don't have to make it look amazing, but just drop them all in. And I'm almost done. It's really just picking up the torpedoes now. There you go. And then when you have all of them in here, you're just going to close the bag. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. And check to, obviously I didn't spill, but yeah, using a towel definitely helps. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a timer. So I put it down like this, and since it's Ziploc, chances are it's not going to leak out of the opening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a timer for 30 minutes, and you let these soak for 30 minutes. So while these soak, we'll clean the core. So as you guys can see, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, but you're going to need some paper towels just so that you can wipe the cube. So as you guys can see right now, or can't see, I'm going to set this for 30 minutes and start it, and then in 30 minutes the alarm will go off and I will go grab the pieces. So now what you're gonna do is take your core. Obviously if it's really dirty, you can take it apart, but mine isn't very dirty, so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go around and wipe it and try and get every crevice of it clean. And I'm just going to do that for all 6 of these, and then I'm going to look around the core and try and notice if there are any pieces there. So I do see some hair, because I have dogs and they're pretty crazy dogs. So I might end up taking this apart and cleaning the core. But once again, if your core doesn't look dirty, you don't have to take it apart. All you have to do is wipe it. But if your core does look like it has something wrapped around it, it could ruin how your cube is turning. So I would recommend taking it apart and cleaning it. So I'll be back once I'm done cleaning it. So as you can see, the core is really shiny now. What I just did was I took it apart, I cleaned the core itself, and then I screwed it back together, and I finished wiping it with a paper towel. I don't need the paper towel anymore. Now it's just waiting for your timer to go off for 30 minutes. And obviously pay attention to the bag, because it's a plastic bag filled up with water that you're sitting aside for half an hour, so pay attention to it so that it doesn't, rip. But I'll be back once that's over, and I'll show you how I extract the pieces and what I do after I take them out of the bag. Okay, so now that our timer's done, it's been half an hour, what I'm going to go do is I'm going to take this bag and I'm going to put it in the sink. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it like in a strainer so I don't lose anything down the drain, because that would be bad. And I'm just going to rinse everything out using cold water. And then when I come back, we can wipe the pieces. So what I've done now is I've just taken the pieces out of the bag and I rinsed them in cold water to get all the soap off. And now I'm just going to set them up in rows so that they can dry. And then once they're a little bit more dry than they are right now, I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to wipe them clean. So now that these pieces have been laying out to dry, I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to start wiping them off. And I'll be back once I'm done with that. So basically what I did after everything was laid out was I took it and I wiped it all down, and then I put it together and reassembled the cube. So it's much better now, and now it's completely cleaned. I know that process was a little bit longer, but it definitely helps the cube, and it's what I did for my owl-long. Oh, now it's... I have to tension it, because as you can see, I got a weird little lockup. There we go. So I just have to tension it now. But it's what I did to my owl-long. I completely washed it out, so this is completely clean, and it's my main now. I completely washed it out, and I put Hualong springs in it. And my Hualong, I don't know where it is right now. It's not on my desk with me. And my Hualong wasn't very good, so I just took out the springs because 27 Cuber, I watched him do it, and his turned out amazing. So I tried it out. Mine turned out pretty good, so it's my main now. And I think this die-in, I think it's going to be my main. My Lingpo is still very fast, but I think it's almost too fast now. I don't know. The die-in is perfect for me right now. The only thing I have to do next for this die-in to be completely cubable ready is to get Fulbright stickers from the cubicle and resticker it with those, because those are my main shades. And if you want to know what they look like, watch my first quick tips episode, which was how to resticker any puzzle. And I restickered my what's it called, Yushin 3x3 then with Fulbrights, and it was my main. It's not anymore. I already mentioned how long it is now, but I'm getting really off topic. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. I know it was time consuming, but if you want your cube to be completely clean, this is the way to do it. And thanks for watching. Hope to see you in my next video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.